Well, one of my favorite actors in the history of the world is Mark Rylance. And Mark and I had been friends for some time, and I was in Los Angeles, he was in London, and he called me and said that there was a script that he thought I should read, and it might be something I'd want to direct, it might be something I'd want to act in, and he sent Flag Day. And I just immediately saw, you know, you would always, for me, whether it's the first image that comes to my mind that compels me to write a screenplay to make a movie, or the first image that comes from a screenplay that someone's written, it's always starts with an image. And the image is usually environmental. It's somehow a vista or, I don't know, something compressed. But this time it was a face, and it was specifically my daughter's face. For the reason, if only to begin with, that she's a face that you want to watch listening, because it will tell you whether what she's hearing is true, false, or in either case, the processing is beautiful to watch. It was extremely important. I mean, I like music, and I like songs in movies, and I like songs being part of the narrative storytelling. It's probably no surprise, you know, I would have been, you know, between the ages 10 and 20, between 1970 and 1980. And those were a very fertile piece of time in movies, and movies that I fell in love with often had narration structures and had songs that helped tell the narrative. You know, I think of Hal Ashby and Mike Nichols and others who used those things, and I think that made a strong impression on me and was part of the crush that I got on movies. So that those are devices that I'm prone to shouldn't be surprising. I think it's important when an actor plays a part to have very clear choices to make. I also think it's important not to verbalize those, you know, in a way that gets in an audience's way, because I ran into several people who had a lot of information on John Vogel for me, and it was all really great, interesting stuff, some of which represented what my intention was and some that didn't. But my intention at this stage doesn't matter anymore. You know, it's not my movie anymore. It's the audience's movie. So, you know, but I found him, you know, a very rich character to play as Jennifer, I think, as Dylan would say about Jennifer.